What's going on, everybody? This is DK Dynamite, and today we're going to be talking about the Season 3 cutscene for Modern Warfare 2, some more content reveals, and even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and let me know down below in the comment section which other operators do you guys want to see added in a future season of Modern Warfare 2 besides the ones that leaked out thus far for Season 3. That's Valeria, Alejandro, and even Alex, as we'll be talking more about deeper into this commentary. I'm sure you guys are really waiting for Soap to get added in, either through a bundle or an unlockable mission, but hopefully that happens in Season 4 or sometime after that. But with that being said, before we continue with even more details about Season 3, let's go and take the sponsor of today's video. Now, tonight's video is sponsored by G2A. G2A is a marketplace where people can find games for PC and consoles, DLCs, software, gift cards, and much more at great prices. G2A is now conducting a new campaign with apocalyptic themes, with lots of discounts on games and even random keys. The main two games here on the page are Resident Evil 4, the brand new remake, which is beautiful, as well as The Last of Us on PC, but they have a lot of other games with zombies and apocalypse themes, such as Days Gone or even Project Zomboid, all at discounted prices. There's also a competition where G2A customers can create AI-generated images with apocalyptic themes and post it on their social media with the hashtag G2Apocalypse to win some amazing prizes. But if you're ready to check out G2A, check out the link down below in this video's description or the pinned comment, and thank you to G2A for sponsoring tonight's video. Now back to the video, as a bit of a follow-up to something we talked about in yesterday's video in regards to that Rebel blueprint. That of course gets unlocked after you reach, I think it's over 100 stars in Spec Ops. For some reason with Season 2 Reloaded, that unlocked for free for everybody with very little explanation as to why, but Modena's posted a follow-up over on Twitter today talking about why that actually might be the case. So apparently, there's a bug that actually came about after the mid-Season 2 update where if you purchased both raid bundles, you obviously got stars to upgrade your kits, but for some reason, that confused the game into thinking that you got over 100 stars in Spec Ops total, which automatically unlocked the Rebel cast of blueprint along with even more cosmetics. We have a charm there and even 3 calling cards. So very strange bugs going on ever since Season 2 Reloaded. In yesterday's video, we also talked about 6 secret rewards you can unlock right now just by defusing a bomb over in a stronghold for regular Battle Royale. And I'll leave that video linked down below, but Season 2 Reloaded has seemed to introduce some very strange bugs allowing you to unlock some secret rewards. But I'll keep you guys posted if those rewards get removed from the game. Now that you guys maybe have that content unlocked, you'll probably be able to keep it, but there is always the possibility a future title update strips all that content from us, and maybe most of those cosmetics, are like the charms, the loading screens, the calling cards, those might get added in through future bundles or other faction missions in DMZ at some point, but not through just defusing a bomb in a stronghold or by buying those raid kits. We'll have to wait and see what happens with those rewards in a future update, of course. But for those also wondering, what's going on with a triple XP event here in Modern Warfare 2? So to keep you guys reminded, at the end of Season 1, they did a bit of a triple XP event for those out there that were a bit behind on leveling or weapon progression or their battle pass tier skips. So for those that are wondering if we're gonna get another event like that, if it does happen like we got in Season 1, then it will be probably this upcoming week, which is gonna be the last week before Season 3. So keep an eye out maybe this Monday or Wednesday by the latest about a triple XP event. They might even do it like a couple of days before Season 3, like that Monday or Tuesday right before the launch. So that's likely what is gonna happen, and then maybe we'll get another triple XP event towards like the middle of Season 3 or something. But we usually get about 1 to 2 events like that per season, at least based on how Modern Warfare 2 has done it and even Vanguard from last year. But now in regards to an update for Season 3, this is coming from the Task Force 141 leakers over on Twitter. As they went ahead and wrote, we should be seeing an Alex raid operator pack, which we all expected since he just made a return in the ending cutscene for Episode 2. Valeria as the Battle Pass operator, which is really cool to hear about, and I'm sure there'll even be a 2400 Battle Pass bundle featuring an alternate skin for her and some other Battle Pass token skips. Alejandro will be an operator bundle apparently, probably during maybe the mid-season or at some point after that, and then also a licensed operator. So according to the Activision breach that happened a couple of weeks ago, we're going to be seeing a licensed operator every season going forward, which obviously means we're going to get some type of Call of Duty and other brand crossover of sorts. Season 2 brought us Shredder, Season 1 brought us all the athletes as a part of the World Cup event, so I'm curious what we're going to be seeing in Season 3, and if whether or not the operator is tied to the theme of the season itself. That's totally a possibility, since the theme of Season 3 might end up being Sicario or Mexican related, as this tweet also suggests, since the Season 3 intro cinematic cutscene is based on Valeria. So that's actually a huge detail that does say a lot, because the first thing I'm going to go over is the fact that seasonal intro cutscenes thus far have been centered around the new map for that season. Season follows that trend where it focuses on the Battle Pass operator plus the new map. Maybe the new map that's shown in the Season 3 cutscene is for multiplayer, not Warzone this time, but if Valeria is the character in the cutscene, then yeah, she for sure is the Battle Pass operator, which is very exciting, and I'm sure sales will be through the roof for this Battle Pass in comparison to the first two Battle Passes we had. I mean, if you look at the Call of Duty YouTube channel alone, the Season 1 Battle Pass trailer had almost 1 million views, but Season 2's Battle Pass trailer only had about 252,000. I'm not saying everything's based on views and that views determine everything, but that's kind of telling as to where the interest was in Season 2's cosmetics. But cosmetics have gotten a lot better with the last couple of weeks and releases, so I want to say Season 3 is probably going to take it up a bit of a notch more, and hopefully will be on par with how good the cosmetics were towards the later half of Vanguard cycle and all throughout Cold War's life cycle as well. But here's the thing, right? With Las Almas now, that's a map that's been rumored for Warzone 2 for quite some time. All the points of interest for that big BR map have already leaked out. It's unclear if that content is scrapped. Is it being saved for the Warzone integration for Call of Duty 2023 instead? Totally a possibility, but if Season 3 has a Sicario or a Mexican theme to it and Valeria is at the forefront, I think it's a perfect opportunity to release Las Almas as a new map of sorts. Maybe we'll get new Ground War or 6v6 maps based out of the entire Las Almas region, and then we'll get the big BR version of that map in Season 4 or 5. As of right now, Season 4 is rumored to have a small-scaled Warzone map, which probably means it's for Resurgence, but Season 5 is still a big question mark since the Activision breach didn't include any info about that season, but it did have info about a Season 6, so I'm curious if Season 6 was planned a couple months ago, but that has since been canceled since it's been decided that Sledgehammer's new Modern Warfare 2 project or original expansion is now its own Call of Duty. So what they're going to do is just combine a bunch of the content that was planned for Season 6 and put that with Season 5. Maybe that's how Las Almas will fit into this, but also with the fact that Favela is a point of interest in the Las Almas BR map, and that's also been rumored to come out as a regular multiplayer map at some point, maybe that is truly being saved after all for the Warzone integration of Modern Warfare 2.5, which Sledgehammer is working on, that apparently is going to celebrate the 20-year anniversary of Call of Duty and will probably feature a ton of remasters. But here's something else I wanted to go over, right? Since right now the post-launch story is really being told through raids and DMZ, not so much Warzone and multiplayer, I wonder if Season 3 will be the bridge to the gap a little bit, where finally the story being told in Warzone starts tying in a little bit more into what's happening with that main plot of raids and DMZ, dealing with Shadow Company, Al-Qatala, Hadir, the Russians. I wonder if maybe that's what they'll end up working on. So maybe Season 3 story has to deal with Valeria, maybe somewhere in Las Almas, who knows where, and then at some point in a future season, whatever happened in that Season 3 plot with Valeria somehow ties into Zeus, to Ronin, and to whatever's going on with Alex and Task Force 141. We'll be happy to see that. And it's also no coincidence that Alejandro, Ghost, Soap are missing right now from the narrative being told in the raids featuring Price, Farah, Gaz, Alex. So maybe this is where we start seeing the other half of the story with the characters from campaign that we would have thought got some more expansions in the post-launch in terms of narrative. So maybe we'll end up seeing a separate story told again with Ghost, with Soap, Alejandro, Valeria, and that'll tie into Task Force 141 a little bit later. Now, something else I wanted to go over, which I find really strange, and nobody out there is really talking about this, is the fact that more voice lines leaked out for characters known as Pyro and even Trapper, which are bosses for DMZ. Before the launch of Season 2, voice lines did leak out for Pyro and Trapper, and I believe one of these characters was holding a flamethrower, and we all assume that those would be the bosses we see in Ashika Island when DMZ gets added for that map. But what happened, right? DMZ came out for Ashika Island, and the only boss we had on that map is the Bomb Maker, who I thought at the time was Trapper, but then I quickly realized, wait a second, these are actually separate characters, right? You know, the Bomb Maker does plant traps around the castle, so I assumed Trapper being his codename just checked out, and that made sense. But no, this is actually a different character, so I'm like, wait a second, two new bosses are leaked for DMZ. Are they scrapped, or are they going to be added in as bonus bosses for maybe Building 21, Al Mazrah, Ashika Island at some point in a future update? Or will they actually be bosses for the next DMZ map, which apparently is coming in Season 4? Again, if that's the case, that map has been in development for quite some time now then, so it does check out that bosses were already worked on for whatever that map is, since what they want to do is release that map and have Resurgence and DMZ support day one. That's a big question right now, but hey, looking at Pyro, the fact that he has a character model, you could see his face. Can't show you on screen for obvious reasons, but go look at his Twitter and you end up seeing what's going on with Pyro. you can actually see that he's part of Al-Qatala. So there could be some other big narrative being told in a future season where, again, you're connecting everything from Al-Qatala to Shadow Company to maybe even Perseus to Valeria and the cartels. A lot of potential here with storytelling, and I'm really excited about that, but figured I'd bring that up real quickly for those out there that may have seen leaks about these DMZ bosses and were confused as to where they would be releasing at and even when. But also to end off this video, a bunch of unreleased skins were also found via Warzone Mobile. So these skins are known as Plattered, Joyride, Heavy Security, Shadow Walker, Cyber Assassin, Oil Spilled, Cold Front, and even Frosted Shards. Again, it's totally possible that Warzone Mobile gets exclusive skins that aren't transferable to Modern Warfare 2 or Warzone 2, but so far it looks like just about all the cosmetics in that game are from COD 2.0, so some of the skins that you see in Warzone Mobile right now could just be there as default or placeholder or whatever the case is, and will end up being in future bundles for the core game, Modern Warfare 2, and even Warzone. So expect bundles with those skins maybe in Season 3. Maybe it's a bit of a sneak peek as to what cosmetics we are going to see, but as of right now, it's still a big question mark as to when Warzone Mobile is going to release globally. It did get released for more regions as of a couple of days ago, which is fantastic, but still no word on what's going on with North America. I'm going to hope that by Season 4 of this game's life cycle, we get more news about that, because I would hope to see COD 2.0 in its full glory with full cross progression amongst all three games, while Modern Warfare 2 is still in its prime. But as of right now, it's a bit of a question mark. But that is about it. This has been DK Dynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the info we have so far about the Season 3 cutscene for Modern Warfare 2? How are you feeling about the other content reveals and everything else we discussed? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.